And we are live now. A new week has started, and today I want to talk about how do you answer to clients who are asking you in the sales meeting. So every 50% of the sales meeting probably start with, or they contain this phrase: what is the ROI of your work? And it's a question that we have to be very careful how we answer, because we want to be honest in the meeting. We don't want to overpromise. We don't want to say, well, if you buy this service from us, your website will explode and it will resolve all the problems that you have in this world. And we don't want to answer, in this way. We want to make sure that we set the right expectations and that we are being honest when, the client asks, if I invest £1,000 on, an article with you, or like £5,000 or 20 grand or even £500,000, what is the ROI? And what I usually answer this question with another question. So you don't want to say, buy this and then it will change your life. But what you want to say is, because every service that you sell, every service is independent. It's not the whole sales of the company, right? Let's say an article or like marketing, it's just part of the ecosystem of like the ROI generating machine, which is the business as a whole. So I always answer this question with another question, and I ask the client, well, let me ask you a question. As an answer to this question, I'm going to say, what is the ROI of the kidney or the liver or the lung in a body? That's how I answer, because it's exactly how it is with marketing as well. The ROI of the lungs of the body depend on how well the other organs are functioning as well. So let's say if a client buys links from you, it's not just your links that will help them. The ROI is not dependent just on the links. They can spend £500,000 on links or on content or on any other service and get nothing back. It can be zero ROI because the kidney is not in a good shape or the liver is not in a good shape. So, right, if all the other aspects of their marketing or even their operations is not in a good shape, then anything that they do, in terms of like your service, it will generate no ROI for them. So it's very important to make sure the clients understand that the service that you are selling is not the ultimate, sales generating or ROI generating machine, but everything else will have to also work together, right? So if you sell articles or if you sell content, it's not just your content that will make them money. It's also the technical aspect of the website. It's also the way they have, the way they're going to do the topical clusters on the website, right? Maybe you only sell articles and they come up with a strategy. It's also their strategy, or it's also their link building, or it's everything else that they put in the ecosystem of marketing and sales machine, or like ROI machine, which is their brand. They have to play together. So you cannot just say, oh, if you buy links from us, you will explode. I always say, it depends. Like if you buy links from us, you might increase your rankings. Maybe if you invest £500,000, you might increase your rankings, but it's not going to be the solution to your problems. You might, you will have to have everything else in place as well in the right order. Your content strategy, your technical SEO, even the way you answer the phone when somebody calls you on the website will determine the ROI of our links, or the ROI of the content that we sell. So that's how we educate the clients every time they join. Always say, it depends on some other things. Another analogy that I also say is like, what's the ROI of a morning protein shake? Let's say you want to be fit, right? And you drink a protein shake every morning. What's the ROI on your fitness level, or your body health level? It also depends if you are going to go and eat McDonald's every day or all day, or you're going to go and get drunk every day. Well, the ROI of the protein shake, which is like your service, right? You can kind of compare it in the same way. It's going to be almost none, because you don't do all the other things right as well. So that's my take on when clients ask hey, what results are is your service going to generate? The results are going to be as good as everything else you also do with your with your SEO, for example, or with your marketing, or it can apply to anything, even with PPC. The ROI of like PPC, which we don't do, by the way, but even the ROI of a PPC depends on the pricing of the client, or it depends on everything else. It's not just one thing. So every service has to be treated as part of an ecosystem, and the ROI of one single service can be attributed only if we consider everything else working together. That's a very important thing that we have to educate clients when they want to join us. Just say our work depends on your work as well. It's not just our work that's going to create miracles for you, but everything has to work together in perfect harmony. That's my take on this Monday morning 5-minute live session. And as I said last week, I started this, and I'm gonna try to come up with interesting topics that appeal to me, that are part of our business. So every time we have a challenge in the business, or every time I have a solution in our business, I'll just bring it forward almost every morning and talk about it, and hopefully this will kind of help others, and it will enlighten others as well. Let me just see a few comments. Let's see. Greetings. Very good point. Yes, Liam is here, Andrew, and some of the users, which is, I think it's anonymous. But hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this kind of sheds a light on how we communicate with clients, and maybe it can inspire you as well. Maybe next time when a client asks you, hey, if I buy 50 articles from you, what's the ROI going to be? You can show them examples of what the ROI has been, or like what the growth has been for previous such clients. But then you can also say this client has also done everything else right. That's even in some of my case studies. When I do a case study, I'm not just saying, oh, our links made this website explode. I always say, hey, our links might have played a part of this growth. It might have been a part of this growth, and it might have helped, but the client has also they have done everything else right as well. And that's the way you communicate. Yeah, that's the way we communicate to our clients. I mean, you can take this and maybe hopefully use it in your meetings or in your communications. But that's my take on what's the ROI of your work question. I hope this helps, and hopefully I shall see you tomorrow around the same time. And I'm going to come up with another interesting topic, hopefully that will inspire, or that will just shed a light on something that wasn't clear before, that appeals to your business or to anything else. Have a great Monday and have a great week.